If you think one god of lightning is scary, what would you say about two? Here they are, the Nordic god Thor and the Slavic god Perun. In Nordic mythology, Thor is depicted as a tall, well-built man with a red beard, wielding a stone hammer. He is associated with storms and thunder, as well as farming, as he brings rain and makes crops grow. Similar associations may be made about Perun. Even his looks are a bit similar. The Slavic god of thunder is also tall and broad in shoulders, as well as wears a long beard, although his hair is silver. The first difference between the gods becomes visible in their beginnings. Thor is the son of Odin, the god of wisdom, health and death. The story of Perun is more mysterious. Nothing is known about his parents, or even whether he had any. Perun is as old as the water that first covered the earth in Slavic mythology. He had been floating on the surface of the water in a boat for an unknown time before he created the second god Veles from his reflection. Therefore, Perun is seen as the father of all beings, both natural and supernatural. Although their origins are different, Thor is also associated with fertility due to his connection to the features of masculinity. Both Thor and Perun had stone hammers of immense power. They also yielded thunder. Thor is usually depicted accompanied by loyal dwarves who help him in need. Although Perun does not have such a company, he does not stand alone in the battle. When he created dry land and fought his battle with Veles, he created the Great Snake out of the half of a blue stone that Veles found on the bottom of the water. From this moment on, the Great Snake is the companion of Perun. He can also use a very special kind of ammunition, thunder turned into stone. The belief in such occurrence appeared due to the fact that the Slavians believe that the world is covered by a huge stone dome, so Perun's bullets are pieces of stone supercharged with the power of thunder. Perun at some point takes a wife. She is the goddess of fertility Mokosh. Mokosh is the only one of the group of the main Slavic gods who is not a descendant of Perun. She just appeared out of the blue, and Perun instantly fell in love with her. She ended up betraying him with Veles, the god who was created from the reflection of Perun, and later on with Rod, the son of hers and Veles's. Yet, before her betrayal, she gave birth to Perun's children. Mokosh is associated with earth and fertility. She is celebrated during Kupala night, when Slavic people look for love. Thor also had a wife. Her name was Sif. There was also a story of betrayal in their marriage, as Loki, a giant god of Nordic mythology, who was the patron of thieves, fire and pranks, accused her of sleeping with him. Yet it turned out that the accusation of Sif's betrayal was just another prank of Loki. A cruel prank, but in the end, nothing more than a lie. Similarly to Mokosh, Perun's wife, Sif is also the goddess of earth and fertility. Both goddesses are depicted in a similar way. They have golden hair and are the image of female beauty and fertility, the very symbol of a good wife. This created a symbiotic bond between their husbands, being the image of masculinity and male energy. The legends depict both Perun and Thor as strong, well-built men with amazing fighting skills and superpowers connected with thunder. One thing is certain: a battle of these two gods would be epic. It is really hard to say who would win. Would it be Perun with his knowledge and experience, or Thor with his youthful vitality and strength? Both of them have loyal companions who could change the look of the battle. Yet my bet would be on Perun. He may not have the agility of a young man in his prime, but he has something few could stand a chance against: the Great Snake. The Great Snake is the creature responsible for starting storms. He is the greatest enemy of Veles' great dragon. These two creatures fight constantly, causing vicious storms. Bearing in mind Thor's dwarves, who surely are strong, cruel, and ready to fight for the leader, my bet is still on the Great Snake, and of course on Perrin's experience. Still, I do not think anyone would like to witness the fight between Perrin and Thor, as it could be so cruel our world could actually crumble. And gods only can imagine what consequences that would bring on us, humans.